Well, there's a new law that's targeting repeat traffic offenders, and it's named after a Hillsborough County teen. 18-year-old Isaiah Raposa was killed in a crash in 2024, and his family says his death could have been prevented. Fox 13's Kylie Jones is joining us live to explain why they hope Isaiah's law will make a difference. Kylie.
Yeah, Allie, well, this new law really focuses on drivers who are repeatedly cited for driving without a valid driver's license. And the family of Isaiah Raposa says the law closes an important loophole.
Live each day like it's your last. That's how he lived. He loved life.
That life was ripped away from Isaiah Raposa at 18 years old. In December of 2024, he was riding his motorcycle in Gibsonton when he was hit and killed.
He had these huge dimples that when he smiled, they make you smile. He had that aura of that everybody wanted to be around him.
Jess Washington now lives with the grief of losing her firstborn son and frustration that Isaiah's death could have potentially been prevented. 2 days after the crash, the other driver, Jonathan Saldana, was arrested.
8 days prior to him hitting my son, he got pulled over, and once again, he got slapped on the wrist and got sent on his way.
According to records, since 2019, Saldana had gotten 6 citations for no valid driver's license. But Washington says under previous Florida law, the definition of a habitual traffic offender included a driver whose privilege is disqualified, not a driver who never had a valid license.
If you never had a valid driver's license and you hit and kill somebody, it's just a misdemeanor with a no valid.
Over the last year and a half, Washington has worked with lawmakers to pass Isaiah's law. Now, someone can be classified as a habitual offender if they have 3 or more convictions of driving without a license within a 5-year period. A habitual traffic offender could face more penalties in a future case.
Maybe it will prevent, mothers, fathers, grandparents, or, loved ones to have to bury, their loved ones. Even if it saves 1 or 1,000 people, Isaiah's law is going to save people.
Washington says her son will be remembered for a greater purpose.
Now I feel like I fulfilled that purpose, that now, I hear his name and I see his name and I see his face.
And Saldana pleaded guilty to several charges, including leaving the scene of a crash with death. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Allie.
All right, Kylie, thank you.